So any tips on staying consistent with an inconsistent schedule? A few weeks ago, I spent a week swinging from first shift to second shift to third shift. There is no consistency in it either. It's all predicated on people randomly missing work. So any tips on staying consistent with an inconsistent schedule? It's kind of, it's kind of, you're kind of like saying, that's kind of counterintuitive, isn't it? What do you guys think? It's kind of counterintuitive. Can you be consistent with an inconsistent working schedule? Here's what I would say. Depending on what the scheduling changes are, like, I wonder if there's any type of place within your schedule that is consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there ever like a little time block that never gets covered no matter what shift that you do? Is there something in there that is always like, you're never really working from 3 to 5, even if you work a morning shift and then an evening shift? Like, are you always available at a certain time? If that makes sense. If you have any like little patches that you can really be consistent, because here's what I'd recommend. Ben, I would check out the masterclass where I talked about my morning routine and how I structure it. So I would say, no matter what your schedule is, you probably have a block of time. Like, you're not going to be doing a 24-hour shift. I mean, maybe you are, but here's what you can do. Create a little habit circuit. And the way I'm thinking of it is take a habit block. For example, my habit block, or I'll just call it a habit block, is drink a big thing of water, 32 ounces or a big chug of water, right? Big thing of water when I wake up, meditation, mobility, coffee. So it might be like an hour from beginning to end, maybe 45 minutes, whatever. So let's say it's this. Let's say your habit thing is this. Let me just, for example, let's say it was water, meditation, a little mobility and stretching, coffee, and then a workout, and then and then a shower. Let's say that was that habit block. That needs to fit somewhere in your day. Now, whether or not it's a resistance workout or a yoga session, you just need like that little block, that little square that can adjust. So I think the difference is trying to be consistent with the same shit every day with the same amount of time, rather than are you doing your daily tasks every day? And that might look like, hey, maybe you have a major like overload of shifts. So you're only doing a 5-minute brain gains, you're doing a 5-minute mobility, and then maybe you're doing like a 30-minute or a swollen 7. So you're doing 5, 5, 7. So it's like a 20, 30-minute routine, but you could find that on any day, for example. So maybe that's more of a recovery day. You have a stressful work day, but you still got your habits in. So I think as long as you are taking that little habit block and then like this, you're doing one of these, like you're adjusting it. Maybe it's a 20-minute, 20-minute, and then an hour, or maybe it's 5, 5, and 5, or 5, 5, and 7. So at least you are taking that box, that stack of habits, and you're still executing them. You're just adjusting the length of that. So that's what I do with my morning routine. If I wake up late or I'm really busy or something happens, I do a 5-minute meditation. I'll do a 5-minute mobility, and then maybe I come back to it later, but no matter what, I still got my habit. I still did my shit. It just looked a little bit different that day.
Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play games, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know